Hello crochet friends, and welcome back to Yarn Over Hook. My name is Sammy, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to do the Picot border. This one is so cute. It is such a nice delicate border that is super simple to crochet up, and it can go with almost any project. I am so excited to show you how to do this one today, so let's hop into it. To begin our Picot border, we want to get our yarn on our hook with a slip knot. You can begin a border really anywhere on your project, but I like to go right in the middle of a side. So I'm going to start my Picot border just to the right of this granny stitch here with a standing single crochet. So with our yarn on our hook, we're going to insert our hook into that first stitch. Yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook. We'll yarn over and pull through both loops on our hook. In the next stitch, we're going to begin our picots. I like to place my picots right in the middle of my granny stitches, but depending on your project, you can really place them anywhere. Every 3 stitches, every 5 stitches, it is completely up to you. This one is a very versatile border, so it is your choice. I'm going to start my first picot into this next stitch, right in the middle of my granny stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook into that next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through both loops on our hook, giving us a single crochet as the base of our picot stitch. From here, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then from here, we are going to bend our chain down and go back into that single crochet at the bottom of our chain 3. There are different ways you can insert back into that stitch, but I like to go right here, underneath both of these loops of this single crochet. So right into the middle of the V of that single crochet and underneath this leg of that single crochet. I'll insert my hook here and do a slip stitch to bring this chain 3 down and create my first picot. So I'm going to insert my hook into that single crochet and underneath that leg, just like that. Yarn over, pull through, tuck that picot behind, and pull through that loop again, creating a slip stitch, creating our first little picot. I like to give this a little tug here to tighten that slip stitch. And then to tie that picot down, we're going to do a single crochet into the next stitch. So we'll insert our hook, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through both loops on our hook. And there's our first one. Yay! This is so cute, and isn't it so simple? Let's do it again. So we're going to do another single crochet into the following stitch so that we can get into position for our picot. And I want to place my next picot right here in the middle of this next granny stitch. So I will do a single crochet for the base of that picot. And then I'll chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to insert back into that same position, the same thing that we did on that other picot, right here in the middle of our single crochet and underneath that leg. Yarn over and pull through. Bend that little picot back and pull through that loop on your hook, creating a slip stitch to complete our picot. And then a single crochet into the next stitch. There we go! Now that we are at a corner, So you have a couple of options here. You can simply do 3 single crochet and then move on to the other side. What I like to do is actually put a picot right in the middle of that. I like to have this edge be a picot, but you can also have this just be a smooth corner. It is completely up to you. I really love customizable borders, and this one is a favorite. So I'm going to do a picot in the second single crochet that I do in this corner. So you see, I did 1 single crochet and then 1 more, and I'm going to start my picot here. So I'll chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then insert my hook back into that single crochet in the middle there and underneath this leg. Yarn over and pull through. Bend that little picot back and pull through that loop on your hook, completing the slip stitch. And then 1 more single crochet. So you still have 3 single crochet in this corner. However, we have a little picot here. So again, it is completely up to you. Now we are back on another side. So we're going to do exactly what we just did on this side here with single crochets and picots. For this next granny stitch, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Single crochet with our picot, and single crochet. One, 2, and 3. And then going back into that single crochet. And then a single crochet to lock that picot down. And we'll just keep going along this edge here. Single crochet. Now we're at the middle of this granny stitch, so we'll do a single crochet for the base of our picot. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Go back into that single crochet in the middle of the stitch and underneath that leg. Yarn over and pull through. Tuck that little picot back and pull through that loop on your hook, creating a slip stitch. And then a single crochet into the next stitch to lock that picot down. And there you have it. I'll meet ya at the next corner. Alrighty, we are at another corner. So again, you have an option to just have a nice smooth corner and do 3 single crochet, or you can do 1 single crochet, another single crochet for the base of our picot, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, go back into that single crochet in the middle of the V, underneath that leg, yarn over, pull through that loop on your hook. Give it a little tug, and 1 more single crochet into that corner to lock it down. This is looking so good. And you're just going to repeat all of those steps all the way around your project. And I will meet you at the end. And we've just finished off our last picot. We're at the last stitch, so we're going to do a single crochet. And then we'll do a slip stitch into that first stitch of our border. Pull that nice and tight. And you can fasten off here, weave in your ends, and then you have your completed border. Ah, it's just so cute. Please let me know in the comments what you end up doing with this border. I am so excited to hear all about your fun projects. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you know when we upload a new video. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!